Well, June is Men's Mental Health Month, and we're learning all about why it's important to notice the unique challenges that men may face. And joining me today to share more is Brandon and Mike from the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you. How are you?
Of course, and being men, I know you guys see these challenges firsthand. We'd love for you to elaborate a little bit about NAMI and how really you guys are taking these challenges head on.
Yeah. So we're going to hold space for men's mental health. As an individual that's dealt with substance abuse and mental health since I was a teenager, we wanted to be able to create that space where men know there are resources, and if you are struggling, you can seek help.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have an upcoming event, super exciting.
Yeah, so it's going to be June 10th from 3 to 5 at the Gateway for Metro Drug Coalition's The Gateway.
That's fantastic. And what are some of those things people are going to be able to experience there?
So we're going to be reading proclamations for the day for the city and the county, and we're going to have different resources for men that are specific to men's mental health, and have a TED Talk and a guest speaker.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. And with men who might notice that they have maybe a decline in their mental health, but they think, oh no, I can overpower it. You know, it's all about discipline. What would your word of advice be?
So if the men that are struggling with mental health, if they see that their quality of life isn't exactly where they want it to be, just to find a support group for men that are specific to what they're dealing with. Work on physical health, mental health, spiritual health, those sort of things to help that wholeness of life.
That's fantastic. And you're also kicking off NAMI Walk season. Tell me more about that as well.
So June 12th is going to be the season of, leading up to the walks in October. And June 12th, we have a Dog Glow event, which I hope to see you there, Amberlynn.
Yes, anything with doggos. Mental health, I mean, can't get much better than that. That's awesome.
And with that, it's going to be at Lakeshore Park at 7 p.m. And everyone is welcome. There's going to be resources there. There's going to be dogs. There's going to be contests. And it's a pet-friendly event because in mental health, pets come hand in hand.
Yes.
You have a lot of pets on the show, Amberlynn. We see all the time. And it's a very good thing, and dogs, cats, anything, service animals, anyone's welcome to that event. It's going to be a kickoff.
That is fantastic. I love that. And now, do people need tickets for this event as well?
No, just you show up at Lakeshore Park, 7 p.m. it starts, and it's going to kick off the season for leading up to the walk in October.
That's fantastic. I love that. I constantly tell people with my little guy, he's afraid of everything. It's hard to even get him out the door sometimes. But I really don't think I would be the person, and sometimes I don't even know if I would be here without him, and just the emotional support that he gives me. And I think so many people can identify with that too. Absolutely.
Definitely. So definitely a pet-friendly event, and come on out and learn some more. Like I said, we'll have resources there.
Absolutely. And men's resources in particular, what are some of those first steps that men can take in the realm of mental health?
Yeah, so usually the direction I point them in are specific men's support groups that are just anonymous groups, or making sure, just finding someone that's a sort of a mentor or guide to help them develop whatever they're needing.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. And I know with substance use, sometimes we don't notice we're going down a certain path, but you might have family members or friends who are pointing things out, and you're like, how do you go about seeking help in that direction as well?
Yeah, so usually, if your friends or family are bringing it up to you, then it's something that you should be aware of. But usually we'll get caught in that cycle, and our awareness isn't on the point that it is declining. So just reaching out and talking to a therapist, or even if it's just someone that's outside of your circle, and just getting some feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. So many amazing events that you guys are bringing right here to the community, and are going to continue to bring. So we got to have you back on to talk more about those too. So thank you for what you do, and then in mental health and in East Tennessee, for sure.
Yeah, and if I can just plug the website quick, because the website has a bunch of information for clergy members, for first responders, military, individuals, and regular people, civilians. So I definitely go to the website, naminox.org.
Absolutely. That's a great website. So many different resources available.